My name is Liang Huanglin, the principal of Pingzhou Gemstones and Jade Association. I've been in this position for 12 years, since the founding of this association. Our association is composed of Chinese merchants who work on jadeite from China and 13 foreign countries. There are more than 40,000 members according to the latest statistics, distributed through 26 cities in the Chinese mainland. Among these are 6 in Guangdong province. We also have members from Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan. Foreign countries include Mongolia, Korea, Vietnam, Thailand, Myanmar, Singapore, America, Canada, etc. All of our members are Chinese. In the mid-1970s, our Jijuan River Delta was a classic densely populated but small space. Peasants had nothing to do during slack seasons. Local governments encouraged people to set up enterprises. 2 local people had studied jadeite carving before liberation. The older brother is called Chen Guan. At the time, he worked as a workshop manager in Guangzhou Jade Factory. With his help, a factory called Dantou Jade Processing Factory was built after liberation. It focused on refurbishment and rework of old jade objects of the Guangdong Handiwork Company. On one hand, it brought considerable income from processing charges. On the other hand, the factory nurtured many jade processing talents. After the reform and opening up of the Chinese mainland, many individual enterprises sprang up. Technicians who worked in the factory raised their own money to purchase raw jadeite materials in the frontier of China and in Myanmar, Ruili, Tangzhong, Yingjiang, and Yunnan province. They brought raw materials back to process in their family workshops. Jade Street has developed ever since. 10 years ago, the scale of Jade Street was only 1/3 of what it is now. Pingzhou has always been renowned for processing Guanchen jade objects. What is a Guanchen jade object? It means the jade is ground, not carved, into an object. Carvings are not Guanchen jade objects. We founded an industry association spontaneously in 2001, called Pingzhou Gemstones and Jade Association. Its functions are to protect the legitimate interest of members and impose discipline to ensure honest management in the industry. Through our hard work, we have improved the trading environment. Our association set up a Myanmar jadeite bidding fair in 2003. It provided a fair and public platform for Chinese and Burmese traders. There was better distribution of resources. That's why the fair attracted many people to attend, and many talented people to set up their factories and shops in Pingzhou. Besides maintaining its specialty of processing Guanchen jade objects, Pingzhou also makes jadeite ornaments, carvings, and other items from high-end to low-end. We have developed a prosperous jadeite trading situation in Pingzhou. There are more than 3,000 shops in Jade Street. I don't know the exact number. 10 years ago, there were only about 1,000 shops, and the surroundings were very simple. It is different now. With the support and investment of local government, Jade Street was expanded and decorated with greenery. It has improved a lot since then. When evaluating a jadeite, the first thing we need to assess is zhong, no matter if it is a bangle or carving. Zhong refers to jadeite's time of formation. The older, the better. It is the opposite for people, who are less attractive as they get older. The earlier jadeite formed, the better. The luster and transparency of ground or carved old jadeite is better. The oldest species can display a film of white luster on the entire surface of a piece of jadeite jewelry. It is the best species. Besides zhong, we need to see its shui tou, or transparency. Between shui chang and shui duen, shui chang is better. Shui chang means the jadeite has high transparency. Texture also needs to be considered. Fine texture is better than coarse texture. The most precious color is green, and then from top to bottom are purple, colorless, yellow, and red. Green jadeite is called shizui, and red is called fei. Fei is not as valuable today. For jadeite to have appreciation potential, its transparency must be good. It is better to have both good color and high transparency. It can also increase in value if it is colorless with good transparency. For example, glassy jadeite was only 30,000 yuan per kilo in 1991, when I first entered this industry. It reached the highest point in 2010, which was 10 million yuan per kilo. That was 333 times the previous price. Pure green is the best color. The presence of other hues such as black, blue, gray, or yellow affect the value of green jadeite. Colors have different shades and hues. This bangle's transparency is quite common, about average. Its color is kind of dark, so strictly speaking, it is graded middle to high level, not very high end.